Well, good morning from Kerikeri, and there behind me is the old stone house, and we're going to go over there now and have a look. Up the hill from the stone store is a little church called St James Church, which is one of the earliest ones, not the original one, but it's the earliest site of church in New Zealand. It's an Anglican church, but with a beautiful vista, and it's looking over the stone store there, and the trees are just starting to change for autumn. I should add that we missed the tour by about 5 minutes, and so the next tour's not till 2 o'clock this afternoon, so we're not hanging around. Well, here we are at the Mangonui Fish and Chippery, world famous in New Zealand for the best fish and chips in the world. So they say. Anyway, we're getting some fish and chips. Well, we got the beer battered chips and the hapoka, white firm flesh. It's a bit hot yet, but I'm getting into it. Hot. Oh, tastes good. Well, we went and did that. Tick that off the list of things to do. Fish was quite dense, different to what we're used to probably on the South Island with cod, but it was still very nice and fresh, obviously, very fresh, and nice chips. Mangonui is quite a nice little town, a very nice little coastal place, and Kevin's off to see if he can get a haircut. Well, I'm very much enjoying Mangonui. Just a little piece of greenstone to remind me of this lovely place and very spiritual place here in Northland. I've been looking for the Fijoas and found them at the service station. I'm happy. Welcome to Ahipara, our little studio unit apartment that we picked up, nicely situated right on the beach. I'll show you. Here's the beach. We're down at Ahipara Beach, which is actually the start of 90 Mile Beach, and there's been a vehicle driving around, of course, because you're allowed to drive here. But Ahipara had a big fire a few months back, so it's certainly looking very brown up in the hills behind the little town. And really it is just a little seaside holiday village, I would say. Some interesting places, but our place looks really nice, and so just going to enjoy our walk along the beach. Well, good morning. I'm on the Hokianga Ferry crossing over to Rawene. We left Ahipara this morning and had a cup of coffee, and then motored our way over here behind some slow traffic, but we managed to make the 11 o'clock crossing, and it's absolutely pristine, beautiful, calm day for a crossing, and easy peasy doing the crossing. We're here at Rawene on the Hokianga. Went to have a look at Clendon House, but it's only open the weekends, unfortunately. Today's Thursday. And so we might check out the Boat Shed Cafe and see if we can get an early lunch before we head up the road or down the road to Opononi. Here we are at Opononi, famous for a dolphin in 1955-56, actually, so long ago. Yet I know the story of the dolphin Opo, and only lasted a couple of years, and they've buried her over there. And there's also a statue in her memory. Here's our nice accommodation here in Opononi. It's pretty flash. We live in the high life with our little Airbnbs. So we've got a nice sort of little kitchen setup. View out there. Look at that, gorgeous. And then through here to a beautiful bathroom. So, pretty cool lookout. We can see the Tasman Sea, the big old sand hill, Opononi, Ahipara over there, and all the way up the coast as well. Good morning from Opononi. Had a lovely night here in our very nice accommodation, and today we're now going to head off down the coast, the Kauri coast, to see Tane, Mahuta and Dargaville, but we're going to carry on a little bit further and go to the Kauri Museum, and we're staying the night in Dargaville before we fly home. Behind me is Tane Mahuta, the Lord of the Forest. Bit hard to get the scale in here, I think. Trunk girth is 13.8 metres. It's the biggest living kauri tree left in New Zealand. He's about 2,000 years old, only about 5-minute walk from the road, so he's easy to find and easy to see. And as Kevin said, you can see why they wanted to chop them all down and use them. So off the main road, we've come out to a place called Iwi Lakes. I think it's about 3 sandy lakes here, with lots of recreation and camping and things like that. Bright blue lake, and I'm sure it's lovely on a bright sunny day. It's a bit cloudy today, not too cold. I'm very lucky, Kevin's making me a sandwich. We've made it to the Kauri Museum, and I think it was about $25 per person for the entry to the museum. Inside the Kauri Museum, and this is a great big piece of kauri stump. How do you handle that? Clearly they knew what they were doing, not me though. So some of the trees, the kauri trees, are hollow like this one. Apparently Tane Mahuta is also hollow, and it does eventually lead to their death. little bit breezy, I don't know if you can hear me. I do love all these Northland churches, they're all cream and red. We've just been in the Kauri Museum, and that was very interesting. They're big old trees, aren't they? Shame they were so big and strong and well liked for furniture and shipping and all the like, because they took them all down and not many left. There's a few nice examples around, but it was worth coming all the way out here to have a look at the Kauri Museum. Welcome to our motel in Dargaville. The swimming pool is empty, and do watch your head on the window as you go in. Come and have a look. Whoops. Watch that. Here it is, very palatial. Bed. Another bed. Very comfortable here in our little Dargaville motel. Well, good morning and goodbye from Northland. We have made it to Whangarei. We're about to jump on our plane and go home. It's just started to rain, so we've had a lovely time, magic time up here in Northland. It's been so many good things to see. I've loved all of it. Pahia was wonderful. Mangonui was a lovely place to visit, and all down the Hokianga. And I better get out of here because I'm going to get very wet in a minute. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye.